Seahawks, and welcome to Hawk Talk on Channel 21. I'm Khadijah Sessions.
And I'm Jake Little.
Hey guys, do you know how our sports teams are doing in Myrtle Beach High School?
No.
Okay, let's take this thing to Morgan and Alex with a little bit more information.
Hey Seahawk fans, I'm Alex Ryers.
And I'm Morgan Engel.
And this is Hawk Sports. I hope everyone's keeping up with March Madness. We're now entering the Final Four.
And the men's teams are Kentucky, Kansas, Ohio State, and Louisville.
And for the girls, it's Notre Dame, Stanford, Baylor, and Connecticut. The Final Four, Saturday, so you better get ready. Here's some footage on the teams.
Shoots it back outside, good as it goes, he makes it home! Unbelievable! In all these sequences, count them. Have to go for three. Marcatulio!
And now to update you with school sports. The varsity softball girls are working harder every game. The scores keep getting closer, same with the JV girls. They have many more games to win and accomplish. Their last home match was against Conway.
Please come out and support your Seahawks. You recently had a home game against Wilson on the 29th. Good job, boys, and keep up the hard work.
On a roll. Great job, boys, and keep it up. They had a home game on Tuesday, March 27th against Wilson. Their next home game will be against St. James, April 3rd. Not only did the baseball players play March 29th, but the boys' JV soccer and varsity play against Conway.
Hope you Seahawk fans were out there to support them. Girls varsity soccer has been on a winning streak. Keep it up, girls. Well, their next home game will be March 31st at 11 a.m. against R.J. Reynolds on Saturday.
They will have 3 more home games in a row if you're interested to cheer for our girls. April 3rd, St. James at 5:30. April 5th, North Myrtle Beach at 5:30. Then April 13th against St. Stephen's at 6.
Come support our boys tennis team at the next home game, April 3rd against St. James at 5 o'clock. Well, that's going to do it for Hawk Sports, Seahawks.
And we'll talk to you later.
I'm Alex Ryerson.
And I'm Morgan Engel.
And we'll catch you next week.
So Khadijah, what exactly is March Madness?
March Madness is a month of fun. You have the greatest teams from each conference, such as the ACC, the SEC, the Big Ten, the Pac-10, all those great teams. They come and play in one, and you have a bracket that everybody sets up on their own and try to see if their bracket can be right at the end of the day. So we have 4 good teams left in both the men and the women, and for the women, you have 4 number 1 seeds that's been blowing everybody out, and 16 combined with each other. So tune in on ESPN this weekend, April 1st, starts the women Final Four.
Well, Seahawks, as you know, prom's coming up and it's coming real fast. And we decided to come up with some tips to help you have a fun and a safe experience at prom this year. So let's take it off to Hawk Info and Entertainment.
Hey, I'm Kaylee. And I'm Zoe. Today we want everyone to be safe after prom.
As we all know, there are many parties and other activities after prom.
I'm going to prom with TJ Jones, and I'm looking forward to all the dancing and, just having a great time with my seniors since it's our last year.
I'm going to prom with everybody this year. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to prom with my sister this year, hopefully, and I'll be looking forward to a great ending to my senior school year.
We have a few safety tips for everyone to stay out of trouble.
Tip number 1, don't drink and drive. According to the National Traffic Safety Administration and the National Center of Statistics and Analysis, 31% of all 15 to 20-year-olds have been drinking when killed in a car accident. Number 2, don't be pressured into something you don't want to do. Peer pressure is often a major reason teens engage in risky behavior. Risky behavior for teens can include tobacco, drug and alcohol usage, crime, reckless driving, and fighting.
Tip number 3, begin with the end in mind. Planning is important. You should know what you're doing before and after prom and know where you are going. Keep your parents informed, and if you feel endangered or uncomfortable, leave as soon as possible. We were glad to share some tips with you.
We hope that everyone has a fun and safe prom night.
Every girl wants that perfect prom night. The perfect dress. The perfect shoes. Perfect hair. Perfect accessories. But sometimes a perfect night can turn to a perfect nightmare. Make sure everyone's on the same time page, so no one's waiting. Dancing's no fun if your dress is falling down. Sticky tape is a girl's best friend. And if you do start breaking a sweat, make sure you have some extra deodorant. Turn into a perfect hair don't, so bobby pin it up. sure you can walk in your shoes, let alone dance in them. Comfort's a key.
What are you doing, Khadijah?
Playing this new app. It's Ninja Fruit or something like that. Pretty cool game. It's a lot of more apps out there. Let's take you to Jake Little with a little bit more information on it.
Today's technologies such as tablets and smartphones are slowly overshadowing the computers of yesterday. Instead of going to a store and buying a $100 program, you can now download it directly from your device on the App Store at a minimal cost. In fact, it's so cheap that most people tend to download apps they don't regularly use. These apps are tiny programs made for your smart device that range in functionality, from business and productivity to gaming and leisure. With all these available options of apps, I decided to take a further look into it and see what our fellow Seahawks were doing with this technology.
My favorite app is Pandora Radio.
Temple Run.
Well, I don't really have a favorite.
Probably Pandora, Twitter, or Draw something.
And Temple Run.
Where's It Friends? Draw Free. Angry Birds. Probably Bracket Buster because it's March Madness right now, so I keep up with my bracket.
My top 5 favorite apps are Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, Drawsome, Temple Run, and Rage Comics.
Apps I like, I like Twitter app, I like Instagram, Pandora comes in handy a lot. I like my New York Times app because I get up to date on all the news, and I like the weather app. I have a special one, so I wear the right thing every day.
Pricing for apps range from free to hundreds of dollars, but be careful not to be too comfortable when downloading apps because they build your credit card and it's easy to lose track of what you're spending. Well, Seahawks, we've all heard the name Coney get thrown around here and there, but not many of us know actually what Coney is, who he is, what he does, or anything like that. So we decided to take an investigative look before we jumped on the bandwagon. So here's RJ
with more information.
Good morning, Seahawks. As you know, I'm Kel Foxworth, and today we got to talk about something very serious. Everyone needs to know about the child killings and enslavements going on in Africa, places like Uganda. One of the most notorious warlords known as Coney. Have you ever heard about him? Well, let's see what the Seahawks have learned about him.
Yes.
Who's Coney? No?
Yeah.
Yep. Who's Coney?
Yes.
No.
Yeah. No.
He is the leader of a tribe or an army in Uganda, or actually they've ousted him from Uganda, of child slaves that he turns into warriors to go and kill and rape women, children, and basically whoever gets in their way.
He take his kids from their parents and abduct them and make them kill their parents and rape little girls and stuff.
All I really know is that he's kind of like, I wouldn't say dictating in Uganda, but he's going into towns and villages and killing people and stealing kids and making them sex slaves and making them be in his army. I think it's horrible, obviously, but I think someone should do something. I know some people against wars, in the U.S. going into people's wars, but I think we should stop it.
I think it's not right and it's sad.
I think that he is a criminal, just as important to catch as Bin Laden, and anything we can do to get this guy and get him where he needs to be behind bars would be great.
Well, I think that the United States should help, but I think that we kind of need to leave it up to the governments of Central Africa.
Joseph Kony is the head of the Lord Resistance Army, a Uganda guerrilla group.
He allegedly ordered the abduction of children to become child sex slaves and child soldiers.
An estimated 66,000 children have been soldiers, and 2 million people have been internally displaced since 1986.
Thousands of child fighters and civilians have been slaughtered. Hacking off lips, ears, and limbs are just some of the methods used by this ruthless rebel group.
You have been accused of terrible crimes. You know, people having their ears cut off, people having their lips cut out.
Yes. That one is not true. That is propaganda which Museveni made.
Are you saying that the LRA have never been involved in any abductions, any mutilations, any rapes?
Yes.
They've never been involved?
LRA has never been involved on that one.
What do you think?
Stopping Joseph Kony is a perfect example of why education is so important, because you can't stop something that you don't understand. Learn the facts and make your voice heard.
Hey Seahawks! As we all know, Taylor Allison Swift is a role model for women and young girls around the world. The 22-year-old singer, songwriter, and actress started singing when she was just 11 years old. At 16, she signed a contract with Big Machine Records, and since then has released 3 big albums. Her newest album, Speak Now, sold over 1 million copies in its first week of release. Her single Me, country song, and best solo performance at the Grammys. She was also named Woman of the Year by Billboard. She is currently touring for her Speak Now tour. During the course of the tour, she has traveled to 21 countries, 3 continents, and in all had 98 shows. My favorite song that I love watching her perform is Better Than Revenge. Dress. Rumors have also stated that she is now in the recording studio getting ready to release another album in a year. Only time will tell if that's true. Well, Seahawks, if you want to get the latest news on Taylor, you can add her on Facebook, Twitter, or sign up on her official website, taylorswift.com. Well, that's all, Seahawks. I'm Ashley Creed, and thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.
Aquí en la playa, siento tu cuerpo vibrar cerca de mí. Es tu palpitar, es tu cara, es tu pelo, son tus besos, me estremezco. Oh, oh.
Feliz cumpleaños, Miss Ross.
Tavalidan Mubarak, Miss Riles. Happy birthday, Miss Riles. Feliz cumpleaños, Miss Riles. Parabéns, Miss Riles. Happy birthday, Miss Riles.
Feliz cumpleaños, Miss Ross. Happy birthday, Miss Ross.
68, standing up straight.
Well, Seahawks, that's going to do it off here for us at Hawk Talk Channel 21. I'm Jake Little. You stay classy, Seahawks.
And I'm Cleveland Sessions. Enjoy your prom weekend, Seahawks.